Hello, I'm going to try and blast through this as quickly as I can because I've just done a whole 20-minute long video and it filmed vertically because my phone is a bastard. That's it. My phone sucks. So I'm going to attempt to film this again now. I will provide an explanation for a three-way Halloween Advent in the description, so you can have more information about that. But the short version is with two of my crafty friends, we each do 7 gifts for each of the 2 other people in the 3-way swap, and then we number them as per the days, counting down 13 days 13 days counting down to Halloween, with Halloween being on the 13th day, so it's not really counting down to Halloween, I guess. But anyway, the 13th day is Halloween, and on that day everybody gets 2 presents. So what I needed to do was provide 7 gifts for each of the 2 other people in my swap. And last year we did this and it went really well, and we decided to do it again this year. But last year we did a combination of store-bought and handmade items. However, this year life is crazy. Nobody wants to go into shops for fear of catching and or spreading disease, so there's not been a lot of shopping or browsing. And as everyone in the UK who loves Halloween knows, the selection for Halloween stuff is pretty grim, regardless of you having all the shopping time in the world. So yes, very jealous of the American shops like Michael's and what have you. Anything American is better for Halloween, isn't it? I do not regret living in the UK, but I do miss Halloween. I miss it so much. Anyway, so here I'm going to present the different items I made. Some of them are identical for the 2 people. Some of them are more custom to their personal tastes, so I'll let you know. This first thing is something I came up with. It kind of translated really well from the picture I had in my head into reality, so I'm exceptionally pleased with this little guy, and I've made several of them. My daughters wear them in their hair to school every day because, as you can see, it's a hair clip. So yeah, it's kind of an autumnal butterfly. He's got a pumpkin head with a little stem, little antenna made out of pipe cleaners that I've just trimmed to leave a little tuft at the tip. He's got a fuzzy crochet body that I distressed with Velcro to make it extra fuzzy and nice. Crocheted all the head and the body. The wings are just made up of fabric maple leaves that I folded in half, and I've got many of them so I can make many little butterflies. So yes, each of my friends are getting one of these. They're identical. If they choose not to wear them in their hair, I don't know why anyone would not want to put this in their hair, of course. Yeah, they can clip it to anything. It's a cute little decoration. So yeah, they each get one of those. The next thing I made, I wanted to experiment with making a mirror. A lot of the things I've made for this advent are hanging. I didn't realize that until I was basically finished, but yeah, they've got little grommets in. This is just cardboard. The mirrors, I couldn't get glass mirrors on short notice. I have since found them and have several, so there will be more mirrors in my future. Glass mirrors, which would have been better because I could have baked the polymer clay with the mirror to make it a bit easier on me, but what I ended up having to do was bake the hands and the head all separate because this is an acrylic mirror. And then there's these MDF leaves and branches. I created the texture using Mod Podge and toilet paper because toilet paper is a versatile tool. Just some muslin on the head, glass eyes, polymer clay painted with acrylics. I gave the teeth a glossy shine. I'm not sure if you can see it. gave the teeth a glossy shine with some clear nail polish. I apologize for the pictures of up my nose. Yeah, and then I just painted it with acrylics. I did the veins on the leaves with some glue to give them a bit more texture, and that's that. Now, this is one of the mirrors. The other one is done in a similar fashion, but there's a different little witchy goblin on it. So, yes. Everything I did I found was very brown and green and orange, so I just kind of carried that theme throughout all of my pieces. Give you a close-up of this guy. Quite striking green eyes on that one. And those are the mirrors. Now, on to the bunting. I just cut this bunting out of felt and I beaded it and I sewed it by hand onto this lovely organza orange ribbon. These sequins are orange, you can't really see, they're like an iridescent orange, which were actually given to me by one of the friends who I'm doing the swap with, which is amusing. So yes, the bunting has 7 triangles in all, and they repeat in their composition except for the middle one. There we go. Oh, there's a bit of fluff back there. And then they repeat and go. And they're just black and dark grey felt with beading and lace and sequins. And these are identical for each of my partners. Next item is this. This is probably the least handmade item because I bought the black flag, which I thought was pretty cool because it was being advertised as a badge display, and I really like enamel badges and I collect them. I don't know, I really like how solid they are and how pretty they can be. However, I hate wearing them because they're so easy to lose because they catch on things because they're heavy and they've got corners and they're only held on by one little pin. So I thought, what an excellent idea to display your badges to have this little flag. So I bought the flag, I added the Halloween ribbon, I added a blanket stitch of orange around the edge, and I added a few starter pins to it, which are very much us. It's Two Peoply Outside, I Smell Children, which is obviously Hocus Pocus related with the 3 sisters. And here, I myself am anxious and confused, aren't we all? So, yep, and it's just got a hangy string there. And a little bit of organza ribbon to fluff it out. I added those as well. So, yes, these are identical between the 2 partners. The next thing is a charm. I really enjoy making charms and dangles with various metal charms, little beaded charms. I made that, bits of ribbon, and usually a word or a phrase. And this mermaid is quite cool. She's articulated. Or he, I suppose, we don't know if it's a merman. The head moves, the arms move, the hips move. It's a very unique charm and I love it. And here we have the practical side of the charm, which is a LED squeezy flashlight. Very useful to have. And I made 2 of these, which are identical between the 2 friends, so they'll each get one of those in their advent. And last but not least, I have these beautiful treasure boxes. I bought these boxes as just raw wood. They have a top compartment split into 3 sections and a bottom drawer. They were less than £2 a piece. I will link below where I got them from, because I think that they have amazing versatility, and they would be very much enjoyed by any crafter. Nice little hinges on the back. All I did was I distressed the edges with some ink, distress ink, and I sprayed them a little bit with some shimmer sprays. I took apart some leafy ribbon stuff and just glued on the individual leaves to make the little skull look like a planter, and added some bits and pieces of model bushes there for lots of dimension. Inside the box I have a quote that I very much enjoy, accented by iridescent / metallic gel pen. Inside there are some treasures. We have an assortment of rhinestone spiders, a little bottle of charms, little tiny skulls, a little handmade book. If you're interested in binding tiny books, I have got a tutorial on my YouTube. I enjoy just making them for fun. I used to sell them a lot on Etsy. But I closed my Etsy shop and I no longer sell on Etsy. And these are radish seeds, because I planted radishes too late in the year. And instead of producing a lovely, delicious root, it bolted, which means that it decided to be a mommy, and it flowered. So I ended up with a million radish seeds and no delicious radishes. So that's kind of an amusing thing, because most people don't even know what a radish flower looks like. They are quite beautiful, by the way. So yeah, I collected the seeds, and I'm sending each of my friends some seeds because they both enjoy gardening as well. And here we have some polymer clay faces, much like the mirrors, except these are for my crafty friends to do amazing crafty things with. It's just polymer clay, glass eyes, and painted with acrylic. There's a couple of them here, and they are each unique, one of a kind. If there's a bit of paint on the eyes, it'll just scratch off gently. I tried to get most of it off, but it's kind of stubborn. On the inside of the box, I just lined it with felt. This friend is very much into her pink, so that's why the inside is pink, the outside is pink, and in the bottom drawer I've got this cool, it's like a felt patch with rhinestones all over it that I bought off of AliExpress, and it's a skull, and that's for her crafting as well. And of course it's all in pink because it's her. And here I have this one, which is for my other friend whose favorite color is red. So we've got the red leaves, the red kind of distressed ink on the box, the red metallic gel pen on the quote, little red leaf on the book. So the contents are pretty similar but different. Similar but different. So this is her book. These little books are so durable. If you bind them right, they just last forever, and you can abuse them, and you can write in them, and you can fill them. And there it is. And there's her two faces to do amazing crafty things with. I like this guy because he's a little bit cross-eyed and a little bit bewildered, and I know that she will find his personality quite endearing as well. And her little thingy is, unfortunately I couldn't get this in red, but I could get it in black, which is her other favorite color. So yeah, similar but different. And that is it. That is my three-way 13-day Halloween Advent with friends. So now I need to wrap these up and send them out. I'm filming this in September. I probably won't be able to post the actual video until after Halloween because I don't want my friends to get any spoilers, but I did want to catalog all the cool things I've been working on in a video, and hopefully I will have inspired someone to give it a go themselves with their crafty friends. Because most of us crafters are very fond of Halloween, and Advent isn't just for Christmas anymore. Bye.